What's going on, guys? Flick here, and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 16 West Ham Career Mode. And we're looking to finish the remainder of the transfer window in today's episode, so I thought I would skip out the press conference because I thought we'd be busy enough with the transfers. So we're going to play both of these legs in the Capital One Cup semifinal against Spurs, and we're also going to play this Manchester City match because I think that's going to be a very tough fixture, which means we're going to simulate our FA Cup game and then a match against Bournemouth, who, let's be honest, are more of an easy opponent than Manchester City. And you guys mentioned a couple of great comments in the previous episode, and that's going for swap deals because we're not getting many transfer offers. So instead, we're going to try to do some straight swaps and hopefully make some signings. Let's get underway. Our first player that we're going to try to go for is Iorfa from Wolves, and we're going to try to do a straight swap for Collins because Collins is on his way down, Iorfa is on his way up, so it just makes sense to make this deal. We're also going to try to pick up some extra funds from the board, an extra 5 million for increasing our league objective to qualifying for the EuroLeague this season, which I think we're on track to do. We've got a couple of transfer offers in. The first one for our starting center back, Winston Reid, and that's one I'm not really going to let go for a cheap fund. So we're going to say 15 million for him, just like Adrian, and if they counter with that, we'd be willing to accept that. And the second one I'm more willing to accept. It's for our right mid that we're not going to give much playtime to, so we're just trying to get his market value of 2.1. Hopefully West Brom accept that. And the board has gotten back to us about the additional funds. They're not willing to give us 5, but they're willing to give us 3.245, and that's one I'm willing to accept because we can use everything we can get, so we'll accept this. This is what the team looks like in the first match of the episode against Spurs. We're getting to the late stages of the Capital One Cup, so we're really looking to win this trophy. Cross sent in by Chadley. We got to clear this one out from Harry Kane. That's a good save by Adrian on his toes. We can't let Spurs score here on a corner kick. We just got to clear it out. And Cresswell again clearing it off the line. He seems to do that so often. This is good though. Let's go. Townsend on the ball. He's going to find Adebayor. It's an open header. And they're going to put it in the back of the net. I cannot believe it. We've defended so well in this game. In the 82nd minute, they finally break us down. I saw it coming, but we need to try to get a goal here. This is the away leg, and if we can get a 1-1 aggregate, it would not be too bad. It's a corner kick for us. Payet to send this one in, and he puts it in a decent position. Vorm comes out and makes the save. Let's go, boys. Come on, steal this away. Go, Erkin. This is good. Played out wide to Erkin. We know he's technically gifted on that ball. He's going to get inside the box and gets it taken by Andros Townsend, but they mess up a little bit. That could have been a foul. It happened in the last episode where the player was on the ground and one of our own players runs into him. But it doesn't seem like the computer recognizes that. This is a decent build-up. Just played out wide. It's Erkin on the ball. Can he get inside? That's a foul, ref. He gives us the penalty. I thought he was going to blow the final whistle, but this is huge. We can tie things up. Dimitri Payet's going to take this one for us. He's going to put it off to the right. Come on, Payet. Score this one for me. There we go. It's 1-1. And we will take that score going back to our home ground at the Bowling Ground. That's huge. I will take that 1-1 score line any day of the week. Now all we have to do is win at home or hold them to a 0-0 draw. And that's something I think that we can do. Well, guys, I have to thank you again for suggesting to do some swap deals because Wolves have accepted the swap deal of James Collins for Iorfa. That's a great deal in my opinion because we're getting rid of a player that's declining and is kind of just wasting space on a roster, and we're bringing in a young talent. All we have to do is complete these contract negotiations. I don't think that'll be a problem. We'll give him the squad rotational player for now, and if we have to, we'll give him the important first team player like he has at Wolves. West Brom has gotten back to our counter offer, and they're not willing to increase their offer of 1.9, so we're going to accept that for now. Just get a couple more funds, and then we have another one for a player that we're trying to get rid of. It's Jelavic, and Leicester is offering 2 million flat, so we're going to offer 2.5, and that's a deal I think we can do. We've got an offer for Stephen Hendry, and he's a player I don't really have plans with in the future, so we're going to try to get his market value from Yeovil Town. We have our first monthly scouting update from the United States, and we'll see if they brought back any good talent. 63 to 85 to start things off, 63 to 87, 66 to 90, 66 to 88, 73 to 94. You guys know I'm going to sign him up, and we're going to watch the rest of them, see if they do develop into good talents. And Iorfa has accepted our contract offer. Kind of surprised he did accept that squad rotational player, but hey, maybe he wanted some Premier League action, so we're going to accept that. Take a look at his rating. So we'll have a look at him, and he is 69 rated, but he does have some really nice physical stats here, and that's something we can develop in the training, and we could probably improve his technical stats later on. 3-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves, perfect work rates for a right back, and a player that's going to fill out our squad really nicely. Leicester has countered our 2.5 offer with a 2.3 offer. That is Yelovic's market value, so I'm just going to accept that straight off, and that's going to give us about 7.5 million or so, which should be enough for us to go after DeMarcos and really strengthen our right back position. And Yeovil Town have accepted our 375,000 counter offer for Stephen Hendry. Looks like he's going to be leaving the club. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to simulate this match against Sunderland in the FA Cup, and we'll see how we do here. Erikin gets an early goal for us, and that's a good start. I think that's his first goal this season for us, but a good start for him, and he actually has the technical ability to score some goals. He actually has surprisingly high stats, but we're moving into the second half now, still with that 1-0 lead against Sunderland away from home. Pyatt makes it 2. Looks like we're going to coast to the next round of the FA Cup, which is not too shabby. And moving to the last couple minutes here, get the 2-0 result. Not too bad. We got a loan offer for Reece Burke, and I understand I loaned him out at the start of the season, but he's just not ready to get some playing time for us, so we'll accept this offer from Portsmouth. Alright, it is time for the home leg of the Capital One Cup semi-final. This is the team that we've got, and we're giving Iorfa his first start. What a big match for him to be playing in this one. But yeah, it's a home match for us. I'm hoping we can pull off this victory and get on to the final. Here's Sacco on the ball. He gets by a couple of defenders. He just has to put it away. Sacco. Oh, Andy Carroll just steals it. He's going to play it across. What am I doing? Here's Sacco still with it. He's going to play it out wide to Andy Carroll. This is some good passing right here. Finds Sacco. Finds another player. Oh, Bentaleb comes back and makes the defensive stop. Song is going to find Sacco right here. Here's a chance to redeem himself from his earlier miss. Going to try the finesse shot and gets it by the back of the keeper. Meant to say the back of the net right there, but either way, it's Sacco picking up the first goal of the match. You guys were telling me to play him more, and I have to say, his pace is just exceptional. Getting by the defenders there, and a clean finish, getting it by the keeper. Dembele on the ball. He's looking to dance around a couple of defenders. Decides to play it outside to Chadley. Not sure what Spurs' intentions behind this one is because it's nearly halftime. The ref's about to call the halftime whistle, but here we go again. Eriksson doing a couple passes. Now Bentaleb is going to go off the mark. That's the halftime whistle. We have the 1-0 lead. If we can hang on to this, we will be advancing to the final. And even if we get a draw, we'll go to extra time. Well, this is not good. Chadley on the ball. He's looking to cut inside. A deflection away, but Christian Eriksen is right where he needs to be. And he heads it into the back of the net. It's 1-1. I really want to get a second goal so we don't have to force extra time. But of course, we can't let Spurs score another 1 or even 2 on us because they would have the aggregate lead. Actually, I just realized away goals don't matter in these domestic cup matches. That happened to me last year in FIFA 15. So we just need to hold on to this scoreline. Here we go. This is good. Mark Noble with the steal. He's going to find Pyatt. He's going to look to cut inside. Maybe a finesse shot here. Perfect chance. Oh, what a save by Michel Vorm. Man, Pyatt's finesse shots are not too bad. I need to try that out more. Not like this. Not like this! It's Christian Eriksen. Makes it 2 for Spurs. We need to find a way to get a goal here ASAP. Well, we started this match off really strong, but we just couldn't catch up to Spurs. They held on to the ball at the end, and at the end, it's just impossible to take the ball away from the CPU when they want to hold on to possession, so we are out of the Capital One Cup, unfortunately. The final match that we're going to be playing in this episode will be against Manchester City. This is the starting 11, but we're also going to get into some transfer business after this match and simulate that Bournemouth match to end off the episode. Origi's going to try to play through Iheanacho, and he is going to put that one in the back of the net with his weak foot. Man, we just performed so well against Manchester City. I don't know what it is, because they've got a quality team. They've got Kevin De Bruyne, they've got Cavani and Aguero up front, but we just get goals. Noble's going to play through Kouyaté. Can Kevin De Bruyne catch up? No, he can't, and he plays through. It's Iheanacho again. Can he get a second? Caballero must have gotten a piece of that. Play this one out wide. It's Origi. What a through ball. He's going to find Mauro Zarate. Gonna have a big touch and have a shot. Why not? Oh, he doesn't get it on target. Zarate, you got to do a little bit better. Lee's gonna play this one out to the outside, and it's Mauro Zarate, gets by one. Gonna try to play this one through, and it's Antonio. We brought him on and put him at the striker position. Still has it, just has to finesse it. What a block by Company. He just saved a goal right there. Would have been 2-0. There it is. Come on. One more interception. That should be the match for us. And there it is. We get the final result there. Another 1-0 victory against Manchester City. That's 2 wins against them this season. And a little bit surprising, but the team plays so well together whenever we have to come up against these hard opponents. Let's get into the final couple days of the January transfer window, make some last couple signings. Now, I've been submitting bids for several right backs, and we finally had one accepted for a decent amount. Nothing too expensive. $6 million for Sebastian Jung. I believe he's in the upper 70s in regards to his rating. His age is right around like 25. Yeah, it's 25. And he's on 50 grand a week. So we're going to offer him the contract, give him 60 grand a week. And we'll also give him the important first team player, because I think that's what he's going to be for us. And we are going to simulate this match here against Bournemouth. And it's just so we can get into the last couple of transfers here on transfer deadline day and round out the episode. And I feel like we should win this one despite being the away team. We've done pretty well on form, regardless of our Capital One Cup loss against Spurs. But we did beat Manchester City in the previous match. Zarate picking up a goal, and that's the first one he has scored for us in quite some time. We just have to hang on here in the last 20 minutes or so. It looks like we're going to get this 1-0 victory, 3 points for us. And it looks like we're going to have to offer Jung a little bit more money because he likes staying in Germany. So we'll give him 70 grand a week. Maybe that will persuade him to come over to England. We finally had the contract offer accepted for Sebastian Jung for 70 grand a week now. We're going to accept that, add him to the team. And I tried to add Tolisso to the team on a loan. It looks like Lyon does not want to loan him out right now. So it looks like we'll go after him at the start of next season. And here's something that I thought was a little bit funny. Zlatan Ibrahimović is available on a contract expiration signing, and that is absolutely ridiculous that you can sign someone who's 89 rated on on a free pretty much. And I decided not to sign him up, even if we do have the ability to do so, because it just would make the career mode a little bit too unrealistic for me. Transfer deadline day has come to an end, and this is what the team looks like now. It's starting to shape up pretty nicely, and here pretty soon we should have a lot of players here in the 80s. Right now, Pyatt's the only one, but here in the next couple seasons, I think the team is just going to improve drastically. But that's going to bring an end to the episode today, guys. Hope you have enjoyed it, and if you did, do me a favor, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new to this channel. Until the next episode of this West Ham career mode, this has been Flick. I'll be talking to you guys again soon.